Hi, so we're back celebrating all things garlic again. April is National Garlic Month, and although we're about garlic all year round here, we thought this month would probably be a good way to take a step back and look at some Garlic 101. We already talked about different types of garlic, and today we're going to talk about 4 ways to prepare garlic. Usually people just go right at it, peel the garlic, smash it, chop it, mince it, whatever, put it in the pan in oil that's too hot, and then it gets brown and it starts getting a little bitter or even worse. And that is not what you want to do. So if you spend a few moments ahead of time preparing it properly, it'll make a huge difference in your meal. So we have here different ways to do garlic, and the first thing we're going to do is talk about sliced garlic. All right, and what you really like to do is get a nice thin slice, and if you slice garlic, it is really giving you the essence of garlic without being overwhelming, okay? And what we have here at the store that I love to use is just this little mini garlic slicer. It's a little mini mandolin, really easy to use. You put your garlic clove in, and you just kind of slice away. You gotta get the correct grip. And it just gives you some really nice little thin slices of garlic. You can almost look through it. Kind of reminds me of that movie Goodfellas. I think they were in jail and the guy was slicing garlic with a razor blade knife. So, but really, really nice. It makes the garlic very delicate, okay? And what you do is make sure that your oil is not too hot. It goes in the pan, and just keep an eye on it. And then once it just starts cooking a little, then you can add your other items, but never turn things up too high, okay? And you want to sweat them more over a low heat, okay? The next thing we're going to talk about is minced garlic, and the minced garlic gives you the most garlicky flavor of any type of garlic preparation. Mincing, again, is, I don't want to say an art form, but if you mince it properly, everything will be the same size, so when you go to cook the garlic, it'll all cook evenly, and that's really what you want. And you can slice the garlic on our little garlic slicer that I just talked about, or and then just chop it into little strips, okay? Or you can get something called an alligator, and this is a little mini alligator, and we love to use this for garlic, and it's just a fun little tool. And all you have to do is put your garlic inside, okay? And then it's got this really handy little catch for your garlic, and you just press down, and it chops it, minces it perfectly. Just like that. Take it right off, all right out there. And then we have this beautiful dice of garlic that's just perfect. And again, you're going to want to use minced garlic anytime you want that real minced garlic flavor that coats everything that you're cooking. And again, you're not looking when you cook this to get brown. That's not the whole point of cooking garlic. You just want to impart the flavor, okay? The other thing that's really neat about this alligator is for cleaning, all you have to do is pull this little guy up. It pulls up all the other residual garlic, and then just put it in the dishwasher or run it under the sink. Really, really easy to do. And if you enjoy garlic, it's a really fast way to handle garlic. So 2 other ways to prepare garlic. We have here, we've already roasted garlic, and really probably the simplest, easiest way to handle garlic. Just chop off the tops, peel some of the outer skin off, put it upside down in a pan, put a little olive oil on it, cover it with some foil, and bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on the size of the bulbs, at 350, 400 degrees. And then you get just these really wonderful, sweet, caramely kind of pieces of heaven that you can put on anything that you're looking to add a little pop of flavor. And they last a long time in your refrigerator as well. You keep them covered. I have them in my fridge all the time. And then our last way to prepare garlic is a French method, which is confit. Confit means preserve in French, so you see a lot of berry preserves, but you can also preserve garlic. And confit is traditionally a goose or duck thing because goose or duck are cooked in their own fat, so the confit also means that. So in essence, I guess we're kind of cooking garlic cloves in fat in olive oil, and that makes them soft and really mellow. And we have these guys here for you to take a look at, and they just really beautiful. It is a different flavor from the roasted garlic. It's a little more mild, not as maybe not quite as rich because the caramelization isn't there. But when you have a lot of garlic, and I did this earlier today, all you have to do is peel garlic and then put it in a small pot covered with olive oil. Heat it up, not to boiling, just till about boiling, and then turn it down to really low and let it simmer until they're done. And this probably took me about 25 minutes. All right, and then this is great to keep like this, but you have to make sure you keep it refrigerated. You don't want any botulism issues. Garlic is a really low acid vegetable or herb, and it is prone to that. So when you're keeping it in olive oil, you better make sure that you keep it cold, okay? And when you're taking it out and using it, make sure you use a nice clean utensil, okay? And also you can freeze this. It'll freeze for several months in the refrigerator. You can put it into small little containers and then just scoop out as you need, or even into little ice cube trays. Okay, really nice way to use it, especially if you grow garlic, you have a lot of garlic at the end of the season and you're not sure what to do with it all. And then I'm just going to talk a little bit about peeling garlic, because some of these issues dealing with all of this is like, sometimes peeling garlic is a real pain. But if you don't have one of these guys, you really should get one, because it's just easy. A couple minutes and you got lots of cloves of garlic peeled. Okay. Another trick would be if you want to do a bunch of cloves at once, you put a bunch of cloves into a small stainless steel bowl, cover that bowl with another bowl, shake it really good, take the top off, and chances are almost all those cloves won't have any paper on them anymore. Okay, all of these two methods work great when the garlic isn't overly fresh. However, when the garlic is really fresh, when you're getting it here in Connecticut, we get it in July, August, it's much more juicy. So it's a little more difficult because the papery skin will stick. You could try it, but you probably won't have as much success. But chances are, if you're getting it in the grocery store, these two methods, you'll have no problem. So try it, use fresh garlic. Don't buy the stuff in the grocery store that's pre-chopped. You're totally just making your meal not as good as it can be with very, very little effort. And we hope to see you at the store.